So finally, guys, Bitcoin went all the way to reach the 55 MI. Exactly, I have been telling you already in many different videos I have been doing that we would go and test this 55 MI as we did in the past. And now this is a really, really critical moment because we need to hold the 55 MI. We don't want to see two candles closer. Even one is already a big warning, but we don't want to see two candles below the 55 MI because they would say that the bull market is completely over, and then we will go all the way down potentially to 60s and 50s. So into this video I want to talk what I'm seeing in the charts and the weekly and the daily as well. So if you're interested and you want to know what Bitcoin's gonna do next, just stick around. But before that, I want to show you how nicely the green and fear have been completely reset, and I do think that we still need to check out more people from the market because we have been greedy and greedy and greedy since we were around the 15,000. We have just been going up, consolidating, going up, consolidating, going up, even if we haven't feel any bull market as before, because before we just went parabolic and small consolidation, parabolic, small consolidation, and some big pull up. But somehow it feels different, but actually it's pretty much the same. We just continue going up and consolidating. Just the consolidation have been longer than in the past bull markets. So I do think that if we still hold this area as a support and mark this area here, you can see this frame I'm moving around. That frame is the best area you have to buy Bitcoin. I mean, you could buy already before around the 100, as I had been saying to you as well. This was a big opportunity to deploy more money. We're gonna go down, yes, potentially we're gonna go down. We're gonna go and see that in the daily, but you just need to use risk management, guys. I'm not talking about any trade in futures right now, just talking about spot. It's just buying and hold and see what potentially the market's gonna do. But even if the market continue going down, and if you want to sell around the 90s, for example, because once we break this big resistance over here, there's no way back. We're just gonna bounce and then continue going down. So even you could sell around there if you want and then just buy around the 60, but that's not the case right now. It's just I won't sell, to be honest. That's why I always talk about distribution in your portfolio, guys, because for me, it doesn't make any change if I sold around the 120, 125, have been screaming to you that was de-risking, and now I'm buying with the profits from there. I'm buying into this area. If the price just decide to go and smash all the way to 80 to 60 to 50, it doesn't really matter for me because I'm just gonna wait. And this was just profit from the opposite I was buying. It's not something that I'm gonna need for tomorrow. It's nothing I'm gonna need for the next month or for the next year. So you need to have clear that. First, you should organize well and make a good distribution of the portfolio, and then you can start playing around and having so nice big fat profits in the market, guys. So having that clear, that we can come and speculate that the Bitcoin price, it will hold this area because you see the massive support, and also you see the POC is already in the level sustain 95. So to be honest, I'm expecting still in the worst case scenario, the Bitcoin price is still to go drag to the 96, 95 to completely smash and kick out everybody off the market, and then see probably a consolidation to the way up and then go down again, exactly as we did here. You see, we went to test the 55 MI, then we went up, then we went down, we even went below the 55 MI, and then we continue going up and up and up and up. But of course, we need to analyze every day what the market is doing every week. So subscribe to the channel, guys. I'm gonna be bringing this content to you. And the last days when the Bitcoin price went to the 100k, I actually was quite busy, but I didn't came and jump into making a video because it's something I was telling you already since days and weeks already. I say to you that we will potentially go to the 55 MI, even in my video before. So let me play this out to you. But what I'm seeing here right now is how the time is passing and we don't see the price going up. We see already the time already is passing. Now we start kind of forming a small valley. I'm not saying that this is going to happen, but for that we need to be cautious, because my strategy, it doesn't go about the valley, about the Fortuna line. It's a combination of everything. And you can see here when the price was just doing nothing. We have strain in the Fortuna line, but we could just in any moment make another valley, and that's why I want to see the Bitcoin price going up, surpassing all this area, and not close below the 111 today Friday. But we'll see what's happening in the weekly. We're still super bullish. So what we did, guys, we went, let me see now, let me jump into the daily. We're around the 11, so you see how we close below, and then we have this completely sell off all the way to the 98. Was exactly what I was saying to you. We have this fake out of the red, the green valley. That's why I was saying to you there, it's not only about the green or red valley, it's a combination and everything. Even if we didn't have strength, but in the small time frames, we have a lot of strength in the Fortuna line, and that was to the downside, and that's why it was telling me that we don't gonna go up, because we was really lazy and the time was already running out. And now we see how this second red valley is forming there, and we also gaining strength and the Fortuna line. So this is not positive at all. If we don't see as massive sell-off, this is something positive, because it could mean as well that we don't, even if we have strain in the Fortuna line, we don't gonna go down all the way like everybody's calling to 80 to 70 to 60, and we potentially gonna have already this bullish diversion, which means that once we go lower, we then gonna go all the way to 110 potentially. We're gonna see how this develop in the next week, but once we here, then it's going to be the time to observe if is a real breakout to continue to the bullish momentum, or is just a confirmation that we enter to the bear market. So for now, guys, just be really careful. If you're not sure what to do and you don't have a good distribution in the market, I would just say just observe the market and don't do any stupid movements, because if you stick and just check, because if you still have some cash to deploy and don't gonna affect your life in the next month and years, it's fine. You can go in certain percentage, and after that, see how the market goes. But most of the people, they go all in or all out, and that's it's completely difficult. You always go de-risking, like I was calling all the time here, the risk, because there's going to be moments when you have fake half, even to the opposite, like in this case, or to the downside, like in this case. And this could be exactly the same scenario that here. But we will see in the next weeks, depending how we close. If we close below here, at least 2 candles, this will a big bad flag for the Bitcoin price, and potentially we will go even lower, guys. But for now, what I was telling you, I also don't see. So November, it potentially is going to be a red month, but you see this small candle, this small valley is already developed, getting there, and the Fortuna line, we don't have any strength in the Fortuna line. So it all depends what we're gonna do in the daily. If we start to go with a lot of strain and we start continue going down, then it's gonna be a little bit hard, guys, to think or believe that the bull market is not over. But just keep in consideration, just check for the weekly that we don't close this week below, because if we close below, this is a big warning to be even more cautious. Now you see everybody on X like closing long positions they have for months already, and I do think that we potentially gonna go around this area. It's not 100%, it's all probabilities, but the market need to completely remove all the leverage and all the weak hands in order to continue going up. Why in this time I see a little bit different than before is because we potentially forming exactly what we did last time. I said to you, 1 month was red without strength, and then we went all the way up, continue going up. This is a scenario I see in the weekly, guys. So keep that in mind. And if you wonder about the altcoin, guys, I mean, I don't know what to say to you, because what is really important first is Bitcoin, and then nothing else. I mean, now we see like Zcash like going completely parabolic all the way to 100, almost 700 already. 150, 160 more or less. I just think they can continue going up, but it's not the moment to chase something like this, guys. We already, the Fortuna line have a lot of strength. We already over bull territory. You see around over here, any pullback is to continue going up, but I wouldn't chase that. I wouldn't chase that because we already went. Let me see. We went already around 1000% up, guys. So it's good to see everybody who's holding Zcash getting some profit from that. But if you check all the others, I mean, they completely don't. Like Atom is completely like even below the previous. Like, I mean, yeah, there's many like this. Aster is getting nothing of momentum as well. I mean, the key is Bitcoin. If Bitcoin doesn't know what to do, all the altcoins gonna be bleeding and bleeding and bleeding. That's the case of Solana as well. You see, if we get any strain in the Fortuna line, I mean, this is really bad, but actually, also now is the time of red valley. So let's see, it should be consolidating, or we're gonna continue crashing, going down, depending of what Bitcoin does. That's why you should not be taking consideration any altcoins right now. As people are calling to buy and buy amount. If you are aware that you can lose 99% of your money if Bitcoin decides to go down, 99% of your money you will lose it if you have it on altcoins, then it's fine. But otherwise, I would not say that this is the best moment to enter into altcoins. If we have a confirmation for Bitcoin that the bull market is going to continue going up, and then we see a really nice, good confirmation that we will go up. It doesn't matter if you buy in 211 or if you buy at 3 euros XRP, for example. This chart looks really horrible, but just for example, then you can enter into whatever altcoin you love because we have already the confirmation from Bitcoin. And well, depend about which kind of altcoin as well, but then we know that the altcoin's gonna also follow Bitcoin. Even if this market they haven't really followed, that's why I'm not talking that much about them, to be honest. Like mainly I have been in Bitcoin since the bear market, because this trend in Bitcoin has been so hard and so good, and all the altcoins, I mean, they haven't even reached previous high, which I wouldn't recommend to anybody. I don't recommend to anybody. This is not financial advice, but I wouldn't be in altcoins, to be honest, right now. And even more in this critical momentum. So now live, guys, we are talking, we are at 99,300 and we're fighting to hold this. Let's see how this play out. And in any case, just remember always to save in Bitcoin, because governments, they don't care about you. They don't care about your savings. They don't care about your family. They don't care about nothing, even the banks. And that's why, guys, like reading Alessandra, this is not only happening in UK, it happening all around the globe, and it is already time. I mean, many people are, I would say before, that they are a little bit naive because nobody wants to talk about money, nobody wants to talk about taxes, everybody just think that that's the normal. Now, I would think that they are naive, but now in this century, in these years of information, that you can just go to the internet, go to ChatGPT or to any tool that we have, you know, research about that. I mean, you ended up being stupid because everybody just completely agreed that you can get taxed for any reason. Like, for example, I earn £100K pounds. That's nice. We would take 45K. I bought a car. Okay, now VAT apply. You get a nice gift for your family, for your kid. Okay, it's tax. And then you make money on crypto. Okay, very nice. You also share with us. But if you lose money on crypto, they don't care. It's your fault for being gambling in the scam world of crypto. And then you make 50, oh my God, 50 pounds profit on vintage. Okay, that's income. So we're going to tax it. And I mean, it's really stupid, this, but it's so true. It's so true. And not only that, but every little thing you're buying in a supermarket or groceries, whatever thing is already taxed. So you're paying tax over and over and over and over. And something I found so interesting, guys, so interesting, is like everybody in the Western countries, they pursue somehow of money because, of course, life is about it. Unfortunately, you like it or not, you study because you want to have a nice job, you want to have a nice car, you want to have whatever you want to go and travel, but you need the money. So you need to. But everybody hates money. Like, if someone talk about money and how money works, But let's say just about talking about money. Yes, I understand because yeah, okay, someone can be greedy. But what's the problem about being greedy? I mean, see, everybody's pursuing money somehow, directly, indirectly. Like everybody studying just to go and work. Even if you nice, you love your job and you want to help people, you need the money in order to provide yourself and provide family or whatever. But it seems so bad, so bad. Like there's something in the brain, like the system, the governments do to many people, not only Western but also in other countries, which I will trigger about that. Let me know if you know. Let me know in the commentaries below. But I haven't found what and how. What I understand that has been for centuries already, like with the system that we have that have been putting something on us that completely turn off that part because nobody question about what money is. Nobody question why their life are just running about money. Why they hate so much about money. Why they hate so much someone that is pursuing money. And they don't see money as a tool. They just see like you're going to be a greedy person that don't care about anyone else, which is not true. I mean, you can just use it as a tool, know exactly how the tool works, and make it work to your favor. But nobody see like this. Everybody see like something wrong, which I don't get it, because even though you see it like this, you still use it. Every day you go and grab a coffee, you still use it. You wake up in a bed that you bought with that money, that dirty money. So let me know, guys, because I really don't get it how people, and that's why I still think that we super early, because people still don't think about those things, and probably they won't think in the future either, because they're completely sleeping in a zombie mode that I don't want you to be. And that's why you here in this channel, because you was waking up and doing all those questions of what if, and what is money, what is Bitcoin, what is this. And once you learn all that, you will see how other people are completely in sleeping mode. So congratulations to all of you that are waking up already, because this is really insane, guys. And that's why I do think like we super early still on the space, even though Bitcoin is already at trillions valuation, but it's still super early, because we're gonna go to 50 to 30 trillions. We're gonna just continue going up and up and up, because people still don't realize how money works, how Bitcoin works, and why saving in whatever crappy currency they own in the countries is the worst way to be a slave or your own of your own country, pretty much, of the government. So that's why, guys, that's why I say all the time, just save in money. Forget about every crappy currency that you have, dollars, euros, pesos, whatever you have. Just forget about it and just save in Bitcoin. Don't think about the price on Bitcoin. It doesn't matter the price. It's just going to go exponential, and you don't want to make the same mistake this guy was doing, because everybody who don't say in Bitcoin sounds exactly like him. Just listen to that.
Bitcoin went from 6 cents all the way to 36 cents, and then it crashed down to 21 cents. And then another time, Bitcoin went from 85 cents all the way to $29, and then it crashed to $3. And then another time, Bitcoin went all the way to $213, and then it crashed all the way to $70.
He's realizing what he's saying. Like every time Bitcoin go all the way up and then crash, he crash. He's always higher than the previous one, so it doesn't really matter.
And then another time, Bitcoin went all the way to $1,100, and then it crashed all the way to $239. So the moral of the story is, don't buy Bitcoin, because you know it's going to crash again.
You know it's gonna crash, guys, and you know we're going to crash. We're going probably to 95. You know, you could buy it for a few cents, but now it's crashing. It's going all the way to 100k, guys. So be really careful. I want to leave you with this, guys, and remember, just save in Bitcoin and just have a projection of 10 years, 15 years. Don't care. Don't think about it. And we are just gonna continue going up and up, because more companies, more institutions, more people, they're going to be realizing, governments as well, they already realize, but they still have not say anybody, because otherwise everybody going to come and buy. So they want to buy before you, and that's why I'm saying to you, just continue buying and buying. Don't think about it, and you're gonna be more wealthy of anybody else that you know. So this is everything for today, guys. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, smash a like, and see you tomorrow.